hell were we doing last time? When we meant to go and see some museum guy? Yeah, because this is a new area. Go through here.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Talk to this guy.
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No.
For
I am the
him.
deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days,
Wow.
but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Not a big fan of his, I see.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobino.
Okay. Just a moment. Just getting rid of something quick. There we go.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Nutty sausage. And my god, I think the game is actually pretty loud because I see it. Not enough clipping. Is the game a little bit loud, Angie? Is it okay?
Thanks for your help.
Seems a wee bit on the loud side. Just turn it down just a wee bit. See how it goes. The hell is this about?
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
You will have to keep your voice down. This is a museum. And probably a library by the sounds of it as well, if that's the case. I'm guessing we could do something with the sarcophagus?
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
It's
Closet?
Closet?
It's a sarcophagus.
Yeah. Okay. Can't go there. We can't. What's this one? Oh, the cafe bit again. Oh, what's this one? Oh.
Hi, I've been to the Croon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobino?
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. How rude.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marne.
I have heard of Loch Marne. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marne. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram.
They're
How
all
do you
cuckoo.
feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Picram's gem is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Oh, fuck's sake. Where is Ireland exactly? Look at the fucking map, you dip. How you do? I'm not doing too bad. I had a bit of a nap again, which was probably not the best idea, but I ate so much food earlier, I kind of couldn't help myself. That's the reason I'm late, is I fell asleep. I did all this.
Let's take another look.
Oh no, 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 I don't want to look at this again. No.
Look there.
There, but the night through my there, but there's a but. Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing,
Why
but both
is
the
Twitch
clan's
not letting me
victims
choose
visited Paris
quality?
earlier this year.
Because it's
When?
probably not
The
giving me
second week of July.
transcoding
They were
today.
both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Well, the MC doesn't need to map for his birthday. That'd actually be a pretty good idea, I think.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I'm not looking at the fucking script again. Screws to that. Oh, there we go. Now we can go to the airport and we can go all the way to Ireland. A few hours later...
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marn. The castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
My divits. Okay, we're outside a pub. I'm guessing we can do something with the drain at some point. Oh, that's the thing to
tugged
the
at
cellar.
trapdoor, but
Yeah,
it was locked from the inside.
that's where all the beer barrels go down. Can we take this, I guess?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Whoopee? We got a towel.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh
I
god.
beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Sure.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
When the Undertaker comes to take him. I know
Have
he's
you
gonna
served
know me.
any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Oh, snap. He got called a clown.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated.
Ugh.
And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Yeah, I don't like warm beer. Definitely not a warm beer person.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No? Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot.
Looks like
Look,
he's not gonna
I
do
gotta be
much.
going.
This guy looked a little bit, A little bit worried about something.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right.
Oh. He's the archaeologist.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Maybe your nervous disposition was a pretty good giveaway.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
See you later.
I guess we're gonna have to give him a pint so he passes out at some point.
Hi there, old timer. What?
Oh. He's got corona.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Good see that.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Maybe that beer was
Don't
not a
even
good
think
idea
about
earlier.
it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
Hey, Sus,
That's
how's
right.
you doing today?
Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or
If
something?
I had flappy wings, it
Skunk.
might have been a crow.
In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Good. Had a busy day with the kids. How you? I'm not doing too bad. Busy day with work, and then
Do you know Pegram, the
a very
archaeologist?
full stomach
That's
that
the
made
scrawny
me
fellow
pass
who was
out for a
poking
bit.
around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one.
Oh
When
God,
my
he's a
little
bit
lover
nuts.
feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
This guy's got a wee few many screws loose.
I'll see you later.
Gonna go and play some Overwatch. I'll leave you.
Hello there. My name's
Okey-dokey,
George
Sus,
Stobart.
no worries.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Go and enjoy some Overwatch.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Oh. They're the village idiot, pretty much.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, The Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh, yes. They were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Not a fan of bankers, I don't think.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh, no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Where is
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
He
Who
scarpered.
knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can
Gem?
you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no, thank the God for that.
Thank
Why
God
is
for
Pegram's
that.
departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill.
Oh,
All
yep, he did
Michaels seem
scarp
red
it.
over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary is what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Goodbye
Okay.
for now.
Can I talk to this person
Hi,
as well?
my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
God, I got more things to talk to people about.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean,
No,
I
I
know
don't.
who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, pal. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Yeah, more than likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more coke than the rest of them put together?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Warm with bits in, apparently.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with
Bunch
the
of
boss man.
students. Guess he
Can
doesn't
you
like
tell me
students.
anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
Sure.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
Bye for now.
Yeah, archaeology doesn't sound the most exciting to me. Now can I talk to this guy some more, apparently?
Mr. Fitzgerald?
I know
Doyle
you.
told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What
Oh,
makes
there
you
we
think
go.
that?
Well, I was
We
claiming
kind of,
benefits at the same time I
faded
was
into the
working for
table.
Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy
Hey,
called
Rich.
Marquet.
It's not going too bad, thank you. How's you doing today?
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald.
Show me the
I've
package.
been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill
Time
me.
to kick ass
Who
and
will?
chew bubblegum.
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
Give me the package.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh. So you have the gem. Good. Trying to go for the blaze alerts. So much stream every week. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Is this the game
Get
first in the
out.
series? Yes. This is the first game.
Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Okay, let's see what the little squirt was talking about.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now
But
tell
this
me
isn't
what
for
happened.
Handy.
I was standing here, minding me own business,
Sounds like
and
a
I saw
Polish
this
man.
beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on the ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Even I don't get that one. Well, brandy I wouldn't expect from the Irish. I would have thought more medicinal whiskey than brandy, but hey. That's just my thought.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Can we move this now? Nope.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked.
wonder. Well, I'm glad you got your
Excuse me.
overlay
Yes, sir?
alerts all sorted, Rich. What are you thinking of streaming over the weekend?
Look, I gotta be going.
Nah, didn't seem to help out much.
It was impossible to return this.
What medicinal get? Hey, Guinness is medicinal. Anybody tells you different, it's a flaming liar.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just
the
like on the
internet's not letting me
telly.
watch.
Cut the crap and tell me your
Okay,
name.
Angie, no
Liam
worries.
McGuire.
What are you doing hanging
Hopefully
around the
your
bar,
internet will
McGuire?
improve
I'm
for
on the
next
run.
time.
From me dad.
Thank you
Why?
for joining.
Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her
Presumption.
medicine. Chopped firewood for
Consumption.
Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him,
Do you
Huckleberry
think?
Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No. It's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering
You're
up?
a terrible liar,
Is it
kid.
something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Got a schedule starting it. Ooh, nice. What's the schedule gonna be?
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarn.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
Pig ghost.
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty.
The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows that could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but me legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited
Monday and
while the moon
Thursday
went
will
down.
be a longer game, like
Then
an
out he
RPG,
comes
while
from the
Tuesdays-
shadows, all grey
Okay, that
and
sounds like a good
tattered
idea.
and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
That's not rational. But yeah, I'm thinking of having a third day put on as well, just for like games I just want to maybe just randomly play. So if there's something like I'm playing at the moment, I might want to play some Jack and Dexter. I might want to play the new Crash Bandicoot that comes out and whatnot. I could just play that, and it doesn't have to be like a scheduled game like Point Click Friday or Final Fantasy X Mondays at the moment.
See you later, kid.
Maybe
Okay,
doing it
mister.
on Wednesday, possibly. But I don't want to tangle myself up too much.
Hello again.
What?
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, that. That's what gets my juices flowing.
The guy's a furry. He
I
likes
think I
him
know what
some
you saw on the
fairies.
castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Alright, let's go up to the castle now. Exactly, you gotta have consistency streams. So you can throw an extra day in for random. Yeah. It's the reason I don't want to... That's the reason why I'm saying Saturdays and Sundays are optional and just leaving it at that. So if I want to play, like, you know, something random and not
Hi,
be on
do you speak
schedule,
English?
I can do that.
What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
Oof.
I was a little out of practice. What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Yeah, I think we heard that a few times.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Ah, the English bastard.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
Hello, Dabadar? I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. Please, if I do pronounce a name wrong, please,
The driver of the
correct
Ferrari
me.
was involved in an
Because I
accident.
butcher
Is that
usernames
so?
quite
Yeah.
frequently.
He knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car.
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
No, it's okay, okay. Like I say, I do apologize if I do butcher your username. Sometimes it's just like, there's specific ways of saying usernames, and a lot of times I don't get it. But welcome to the stream.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I kind of get where this guy's coming from. Oh, let's go with the bicycle. Who's gonna ride it?
I
Oh,
think
dear.
you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
No, being kind. No, I don't think he likes his nephew particularly that much. What a great game! One of my favorite. I've played a good amount of the Broken Sword games. I still haven't played the 5th game yet, so that's on the list to do. I was more of a Sierra guy back in the day.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Sounds like a good place to start. Now
He
he's
strode
gone.
off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
There we go. We can climb the hay.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
No, can't get to the castle yet. Okay. I don't think we're going to do anything with the lock.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
Yes, you do. Well, you need to learn how to lockpick. Who's got a bobby pin or two? Let's do it the Fallout way. See if we... Oh. So we might be able to pick up the wire.
Almost as if he'd sensed my intentions, the old derelict snatched the wire from the table.
Will you leave it alone, man?
Look, I know how it seems, but my curiosity got the better of me. As soon as the old...
I'm off. If only Jill, the master of unlocking, was here. Oh, I gotta do RE1 on stream at some point, don't I? No?
It was impossible.
Nope. Okay.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
what do you think this wire could be used for?
Stealing cars.
Stealing
There's only one
cars.
problem.
The local policeman?
No. Nobody in Lochmarn has got a car.
Oh.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Can stream. Yes. If you're gonna do the PC version of RE1, just watch out. The game is a bit of a arse to get working. Unless you use the modded version now.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another
pint.
beer, please?
Certainly, sir.
Hey Tia,
Same
how's
again?
you doing today?
Yeah, please.
Well, how
How
you
is this
doing
stuff
now
made?
compared to
That's the
earlier?
secret of the
You
master
feeling any
brewer, sir.
better?
Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time, suspended on lowered like. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I can fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well,
Aha.
at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear,
Oh
is it?
god no, I played the original PC version, it was a nightmare. If you want to know a PC version that will work, I can always send it your way. Because if you can find, because I actually got this from another streamer about getting the MediaKite version and then using a modded thing, and it actually works pretty damn well. There's still a few spotty bits here and there, but in comparison, it runs way better. No bad, Mag. You? I'm not doing too bad. A little bit late to streaming because I ate too much Chinese food and I fell asleep. And then things wouldn't work, and then Streamlabs decided to switch out a lot of my alerts and widgets and stuff. And then Chatbot decided to lock me out of everything. So yeah, that was fun getting everything set up again. Yeah, I'll show you what it is and I'll send you the links.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Isn't streaming so much
Well,
fun?
no.
It's streamer's
Isn't
curse.
that marvelous?
Every time you want to stream, something's gonna go
Here's a
wrong.
house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pump. You can make a start
Oh
on
my.
the glass washer. When you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Guessing I've got to do something with this.
It was impossible.
No? Okay, I expected I had to wire it somehow.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
What? Why are you moving back that way?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
Maybe I need to use a steel one. I'm guessing it's something to do with this. But it won't let me do anything.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Yeah, now you're gonna see me getting stuck for a little bit because I have no... I know roughly what I kinda need to do, but not entirely so.
I used all my knowledge.
And he just keeps walking. Why'd you keep walking back that way?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
Okay.
Excuse me? Yes, sir? Does this piece of wire mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that you did a test stream earlier, Rich. I didn't drop in, but I saw the picture, which looked really good actually. Is it one from a Nerd or Die? Because it looks kind of familiar.
Look, I gotta be... It was a trap door in the sidewalk. Hey, McGuire.
What?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Yeah, synthwave package from Nerd or Die. Yes, I saw that one that came out recently.
I tugged at the trap door.
I know I've got to get downstairs somehow, but it's not giving me any kind of answers of how to. Don't say I have to use the wire on the plug. Because he didn't go, I don't know.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire.
Are you seriously?
I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man. On the house.
Now,
Only half a
take a
pint.
look at the
Fuck
earphones.
off.
I guess so, but
Let's
I'm
make it
not
a
making any
full pint.
promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
He's giving me a fucking full pint for fixing your shit. Yeesh. Right. That's probably gonna open the cellar door.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
I don't think I can do anything yet. There we go.
I lifted the trap door and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Oh, hello.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been
Not enough
taken
genes.
care of, but he
So
thinks
basically,
he's got the
he's
soul
implying
part.
that he's inbred.
You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm not Snake.
McGuire.
What?
Alright, you ain't got
See you
nothing
later,
else to
kid.
tell us yet.
Okay.
Alright, back down we go.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily.
Ooh, thank
Then
you.
I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door.
Is it the gem? I got a feeling it's the gem.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor,
Wow.
keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay. Something about a drippy tap. Drip, drip, drip.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Hey, it sounds like London water. Anything I can do with it? I guess I can... I remember something about soaking the bath mat for some reason.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
But I still need a way of getting up over the wall.
I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
Oh. There we go.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
There we go. Now we can get in. We found a goat. Apparently a goat lives in the castle. What's this about?
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Okay, I didn't expect that. The goat has a weird human-like face. It does, kind of. But I guess I did something correct, because now I can get down the stairs, which I didn't think was going to be an issue. The fuck is this?
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Oh, I did kind of the same, but we did it with leaves back in the day. Giving us, like, leaves to put in plaster of Paris for some reason. Looks like something is missing out of his back.
The statue was too heavy.
Oh no.
It
Okay.
overbalanced into the sand.
Let's pick you up. Okay, I kind of get this. It's made an impression.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
Okay, where's the plaster of Paris? Oh, there it is. Put that in the thing. Put that in the hole.
The plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Oh my, you filled the holes, did you, George? Use the water from the bath mat. And now we have a mold.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Whoopee! We got instant drying plaster.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Okay. Maybe I gotta use that.
The
Click.
hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
And then the door opened. How did I guess? In we go. Okay, that was a weird cut. What? What? Okay, oh, something's on our answer machine now, apparently. That was a weird
I had
cut-off
messages
point.
waiting to be played.
Yes.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact.
Oh, gem of a story.
Got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow.
Hello there, dearie.
There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening.
Uh-oh.
He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Oh, well, we won't see you tomorrow then.
God. Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Merlin. What's that? Is it knife?
Oh! Courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
Hello there, dearies. Hello there, dearies.
I unhooked the first wire.
Yeah, I remember this part.
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
It was run by footing.
If I could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
Wait, is Miss Doubtfire a character in this? No, unfortunately not.
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it.
Maybe this? Yes, a slightly flattened shell casing was able to cut all that. Right, let's do a save, just in case. This is Doubt Fire. Saved. How far are we through so far? Oh, we're nearly halfway. Okay. We're a bit further through than I was expecting. Hello, Imelda? Are you dead yet? Because I go... Now my favourite phrase. I guess she's not out here. Doesn't seem to be anything in here.
My God, I'm too late.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Oh no.
Can't sing too much of that because DMCA.
Nico? Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't
she's not
he?
dead yet.
Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
Alright, is there anything on her body?
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace.
Okay, something about her necklace.
I opened it. Inside was a tiny gold key.
Time to take the key. Thank you.
I took the key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
Oh. Is that all we were there to do? Doesn't seem to be any new messages
I had
on
no
her.
reason to go out into the night.
Oh. We have a box that we can unlock now, I guess. Yeah.
The box was carved by my father. The elephant on the lid.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Let's use the little
I took
key.
out the key.
It fits.
I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside.
Is it a dick in a box? No? Okay.
Hotel Saint Georges, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you're really working for, or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a phony job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die.
Oh.
Imelda.
So Imelda could have been your stepmother.
It was a photograph of Imelda. I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered.
Well,
there,
that's a
next
nice
to
thing
them,
to find out about your father.
Staring out at me across the years. My own father. I stared at my father's image. Looked deep into his eyes. What was he thinking when this picture was taken? How brave he had been. I missed him so much.
Daddy plays.
He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
Okay. I'm guessing you're gonna go and sit, and then we're gonna get George back, I'm guessing? The next morning, I'm still sat at the desk.
I knew it was George. For a moment, I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
Hello, George. So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running.
Whoops, we left the tap going.
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete one.
Well, that was our fault.
P. Graham's gem?
The Templars' gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man. I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobineau at the Krone Museum. And why don't
Okay, let's go back.
Porthos heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do
So
for
we gotta
you while
go
I'm
to the
out?
police station and the
Shopping, a
museum.
trip to the laundromat.
Just take care of yourself.
Wow, Nico had a bit of a short time then. We got a lot more to do in Nico, George's
I so much wanted to talk to George
sections.
about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, it sounds like what newspapers would do. Okay, so we gotta go to the museum now, I'm guessing. Still nobody knew, though. Okay, maybe I can go to the police station? Is the police station open? That's the cafe. That's the museum. Oh, there's the police station. Let's talk to a guy over here who seems to be quick on the draw when it comes to the gun.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They
Oh,
stopped
the
as I was
Hotel
leaving with
Uwu, as we called
Could
it.
you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital
Hospitalized?
was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre.
My goodness, look at the
but
nose
why
on that
Mole?
guy.
I don't know. Maybe
It's
he
something
ruined
out of the
people's
Pink
lives.
Panther cartoons. Must admit, didn't watch much of Pink Panther.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur.
He also calls himself Thomas Merlin.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Stobart. I don't know him. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
I don't think so. I don't remember many French people I know having particularly big noses.
See you later, Sergeant.
I'm guessing I go to the hospital now? That seems to be the only place we can go to at the moment. Oh, can we drive the ambulance? I want to drive the ambulance. Neener, neener.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand and pulled. The door was locked.
Damn! We can't steal some defibrillators. But hey, Duke, welcome to the stream. I've got 2 ways I can go. Let's go exploring. So I think we're going to get stopped several minutes later. Oh. I guess we need to ask the receptionist.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plans. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
Trying to find some
I'm
dude.
here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not.
Uh.
So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
I don't think I have any of that.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Yeah, I don't want tubes in every orifice, thank you very much. That sounds very painful. Especially if it goes in a certain orifice.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from the zoo.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see.
Okay, that worked. I didn't think that was actually going to work.
As I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on Ward J2. That's Nurse Grendel's ward.
Something
What's so bad
wrong?
about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock, alarm call. 6:10, bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J.
Okay.
How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the Executive Coffee Lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2.
Wait, they got a sauna in a hospital? What the fuck? Alright.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Looks like I'm
You're
done talking
welcome.
to you. Game? Thought the game got
As
stuck
I turned
then.
the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
Aww, it's not nice. Looks like it's the power
The
cord.
connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
Guess I can't do anything with it yet.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and
Oh,
whistle
God.
this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
God. I got a feeling I don't want to talk to this guy that much.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now. Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Okay, you're responsible for the contents of the cupboard. We're going to distract you by pulling out the...
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
And it gets rid of that awful noise.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Mr. Shiny. Oh, dear Lord. Can I move? Come on. Why did you wait so long? Oh. Doctor's uniform. Hey, now we're a doctor. Oh.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is
Bunny,
Benoit,
come here,
my
boy.
nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? He is
Sure.
fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
Okay. This
Show
could
him
go
around.
bad.
Let him see some real suffering.
Oh, well, hopefully we don't have to change any catheter bags. No, I wanted to talk to the dude. Oh.
Good afternoon,
Oh,
Doctor.
he follows
Hi,
me anyway.
Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been
Okay.
placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern.
Time to commit malpractice. Time to make something go horribly wrong and then us getting, you know, caught by the police and
Thank you, nurse.
all the things happening. Can we give this to this guy?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir?
So what's your name, kid?
Benoit. They call me Bunny.
Bunny? Jeez, and you don't mind?
Oh, I've gotten used to it.
Okay, Benoit, you're gonna help me.
Anything you say, sir.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask him.
I'm right behind you, sir.
So it's this guy, I think it is. No, I think this guy number 3. He seems to be animated enough.
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Wow, he doesn't sound salty at
Do you know
all.
what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, doctor, what's your opinion?
That you're a jackass.
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
Well, at least you're getting what you deserve. Horrible, horrible hospital food.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
Okay, I'm not even gonna contemplate that.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
Something tells me that this guy likes discipline.
I'll come back later. Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Nurse Grendel.
Huh?
Go on, she'll enjoy it.
Well, okay.
Dr. Stobart?
Yeah?
I would appreciate it if you saved your jokes for the intern's restroom. This is a hospital ward, not a cabaret.
Oh, lighten up.
I heard that. Any more nonsense and I shall report you to Dr. Hagenmeyer.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure.
Maybe you
I'll
should
get
ask the
the
guy
hang
what his
of
safe
things.
word is. What's wrong with a hospital ward? It's also a cabaret. It might be a lot more fun for people.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Hi, it's me again.
Okay, there's not much I can do for him.
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
Oh, where's my blood pressure?
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How
No.
come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
Alright, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Now we can take his blood.
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes.
Do
Use
it on
it
the old
Eric
guy.
Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Eric Sopmarsh. Okay. Okay, we got some guy
I'm
here.
Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc, right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
Ah, anthrax, the disease that really scared the shit out of people during the 90s and early 2000s.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to
That
check
guard's
he's still
thing.
breathing.
He looks
What
kind of
is his nut?
stoned.
I'll sign
Oh,
the certificate and
dude.
register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
How is the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
The vacant stare. Yeah, he's seen some shit or he's
Catch you
on
later,
some shit.
officer.
Au revoir, doc.
Beep, beep.
Marquet?
Yes, I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lachmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassins.
Oof.
Not me. I never.
Might want to take a
inhaled.
drink of water there, dude.
You were sent in my place.
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
You have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them as for Klausner. He has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
Okay, so it looks like we're off to Siberia.
He has a theory about the location of
No?
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going.
I'll
I've
have to
learned all I
find a
could from
mammoth
Marquet
and
anyhow.
sue.
There you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you.
For the toy
I finished with
factory.
your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter.
Uh-oh. It's the
door's
assassin.
Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
Time to break the door down. Or not. He's gonna shoot the lock instead. Great thing to do in a hospital. Well, he's dead. And I'm guessing now we get to play
Hello,
Nico for...
George.
Oh, nope. Well, this dude's
I
dead.
found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take
We
advantage
did.
of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hashi Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me.
True.
That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Mu? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
We got a lot of weirdos to talk to in this game, it seems. So we can't go back to the hospital. We can go to the thing. Let's go to the police. Can we actually talk to the detective now? Mr. Rousseau?
Sergeant Mu?
Yes.
Nope.
See you later, Sergeant. It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant.
I'm guessing I can't do much here yet. Let's go to the museum. You belong in a museum. Oh, here we go. Now the dude's here that we can talk to.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No.
You look a bit like a hippie.
I was told you may be able to help me. Help? My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands.
Oh.
A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
So the Houses of Parliament in the UK, pretty much.
The image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right.
Bunch of dead corpses with crows around as they talk about shit.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of 2 men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah. Not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Yep, she is definitely a woman.
This friend who has the manuscript?
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by.
I got a feeling that was a bad thing.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
That we gave her address.
Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez. How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
Joshi.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Chastity, fuck that shit.
Money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
Okay.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'll never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point.
Right. Save on Hammerson and one cop. That always works well in movies. Yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes. It was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder.
Murder.
Formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes. They gave a new word to our language. Assassini. The assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for.
These guys have greed as
Freshest
well.
water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs.
Oh.
A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
That didn't really answer my question.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin, but there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Thanks for your help,
Okay.
Andre.
You're welcome.
I don't know why I did that, but that seemed like a good thing to do. Oh, did we got a new area now? Oh. Got some guy, we got another cafe kind of area.
Excuse me, officer.
And another guy who literally like looks like he's on everything and anything.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Oh.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Sauvignon.
But I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question,
I think this guy's pretty sozzled.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Yeah, that guy's pretty sozzled by the sounds of it.
In French, English, and German, it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Okay then. Well, Knights Templar didn't exactly have a nice time.
I didn't have time to sit around.
Something over here?
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay, looks like we can do something with the statue. That looked pretty, standing out-ish.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Other than deported.
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Never went to Sunday school.
On the end of the staff was some...
Okay, we gotta find out something.
I didn't have...
Oh. Something that we can look at over here, apparently?
A stone knight lay in full stone armor. Blank eyes looking at the ceiling.
Where's Indiana Jones when you
Carrying all
need
that
him?
armor around must have been hard work.
Probably in a refrigerator getting away from
Knight
nukes.
lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Okay, so we can't do anything.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain.
Okay, it's not telling me much. Nope.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Do we not have our tool? Oh, we do still have our tool.
Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now.
Oh.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Oh, go back to drinking your wine and you're all sozzled over.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy.
Oh, he thinks it's drugs.
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody.
Oh my, I'd actually have to do something.
You have no idea.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
Look at this gem. What do you
Wow.
think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem under people's noses?
Good point.
Either it's glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to think about that for too long. Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose. Very significant.
It is?
No, I am just having a little joke.
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get much out of him.
I'll be there.
I'll be rare, like the steak that I love.
Hey.
Nope.
You
Still can't do it. Okay. No, we haven't opened up anywhere else yet. Anything at the police place yet?
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm the...
I see.
Outside the hotel, they stopped me.
Could you describe the...
One looked like a gorilla. Their name...
Oh.
Okay, we didn't get anything new out of him.
See you later, Sergeant.
Okay, can we call anybody? Apparently not. We've been to the museum, but it doesn't seem to do much. I think that's Nico's apartment. Yeah, back at Nico's apartment.
Hello, Georges. Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to
Sounds
take
like
back
a
to the
boring
museum.
person then.
I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so. Do you think the assassin was responsible?
I don't.
It was he would...
No, we heard all that before.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Okay, let's go and talk to Lobineau now. Back to the museum. Alright, let's see what you say now.
Hi, André.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
We heard.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Yes.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, we pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They are probably long dead.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
I think that's all we're gonna get out of him. Oh, now we can go to Spain. Hey, we're in my neck of the woods now. Oh, some grapes. Let's go make some wine. Kind of looks a little bit unkept. Nope, we're gonna step right in front of the hose. Great work there, George. George. I want you to talk to the person.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
What the hell is with every guy in this thing having a huge
I could tell the old
nose?
coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No.
No, she hasn't won the lottery.
A more cunning man might have claimed that she had.
Oh, yeah? They might have, might they?
And that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises. The
I thought that's
Countess
it kicked in the
doesn't do
penises then.
lottery.
They put more color into one scene than all of Resident Evil 4. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. Brown, 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 and oh, another shade of brown.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Spain can't be that dull. No, not really. There's definitely some dull kind of areas, you know, when you go in the countryside, but for the most part, it is pretty green. Even though we don't seem to get a huge amount of rain, which I've only seen it like rain twice so far since being here.
I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
He's gonna stop me from going inside. I got a feeling.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
Seems like we gotta do something with the hose.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Oh, we can use that to create a problem with the pressure. Hey, I figured it out without even thinking about it.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could
Did you have anything
think
to do with
such a thing?
No, never.
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Nice person. Press F to patron. Pay respect to an old tradition.
The main part of the house was old. Rats. It's locked.
Rats. Rats and rhubarb. What way did... What? Oh. Oh,
Hey,
poop.
you.
Who, me?
Come here.
I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, so we gotta figure this out.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
Okay, I figured that out. So we go here. Then we stand behind the suit of armor. And allow him to go past? Yeah.
Hey, you. I know you are there,
fuck.
American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Oh, I thought he saw us then. I was like, God damn it. I was quite sure that I got it correct. Can we do anything with the hose? No, we can just look at it.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a
Not
secret
quite.
that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
The answer seems pretty obvious.
Okay. Whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children.
Oh.
Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
wow.
I want
Vengeful
to show
old
you
lady.
something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Oh.
Come with me.
Oh, cheery. We get to see more dead bodies.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Okay, so... Okay, we can do something with the window by the looks of it.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Oh.
A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place. On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard! Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern.
I guess I might have to go and get the chess pieces?
The mausoleum contained 5 tombs for 5 of the Knights Templar, man-size in marble.
Alright. I'm guessing I've got to go and get the chess pieces.
Hey, you. Where do you think you're going?
Just having a look around.
Not without the Countess, you're not. I don't know how you got her confidence, but you haven't got mine.
Man, you are so paranoid.
Better than being dog meat, which is what you'll be if you go in that house unaccompanied.
Okay, let's go and get the Countess. God damn it. Because I got a feeling we need the chess pieces.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Who exactly are these people?
My ancestors. These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
Okay, well, I'll leave it for now. What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5
Maybe they
knights?
just really like chess.
You are showing
Possibly?
your ignorance, Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it? I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
At least the old lady has kind of cheered up a bit.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time, we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
She's got her
All
gumption
those
up
years
now.
of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hose down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Now hurry! My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
At least she cheered up.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here.
Would you like
the
to
curse and
play a
everything?
nice game
It all
of
began
chess?
at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition, unless they did, which they actually
and his
did.
children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never
Could
know.
have just been as
The
well
bishop
back
denied
then, which
all
dates back
knowledge of the
5,000 years.
children's
True.
disappearance.
True.
But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again.
Dun dun dun.
Lopez,
You have the pieces.
Si, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
Let's see what this puzzle's like.
My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, I don't remember chess this well. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't remember. No? Oh. Oh, okay, we can look at the holes. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. I can't seem to click on anything. Seems to have green. That one seems to go here. I can't seem to move them once they've been placed, which is a bit of a butt. Red, blue. Then that one goes here. Then that, oh, that one goes here. Then that one, oh. No, I want to click and drag. Okay, I think that. Excuse me. Fuck off. No. Okay. I guess the first one correct.
The square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Oh, fuck off. Nope. Okay, that one goes there, apparently. Nope. 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 Oh, for fuck's sake. Nope. 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 This doesn't make much sense. No, it does not. Okay, that one goes there, apparently. Nope. Oh, my God. And that one goes there? Apparently. Oh, my. I'm guessing it's some kind of chess game, but they all seem to go down this central line bit. Oh. It's hard to click on them. Okay, I have no idea what this one wants. No. I have no idea what this one wants. I ain't got a clue. I don't know. And it's hard to click on things. No? Got a clue. Maybe this one goes here. This one goes here. That no. I'm really willing just to look up the solution to this one, because this one makes no fucking sense to me. No. No, I'm going to look up the solution to this one, because this one makes no frickin' sense. Because it's going to be literally me just guessing until fucking... Because it's literally going to be me literally figuring it out. No, I want this one.
Bingo. I mean, checkmate.
Okay. I literally looked up that. It was literally going to be me literally just... What if it would... to checkmate the king. I have no clue. I haven't played chess in years.
The Holy Grail, is it?
That would literally have been me literally just working it out until I got the right answer.
Missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Hey, old lady, you can go and pick that up.
The curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice, but there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templars' secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. Is there something going on between you and Labano?
What business is it of yours? You agreed all this.
She
The
took a bit of
clown,
offense
the
to that.
Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah,
What's next?
So get
Being
off
chased
my
by
case.
giant boulders. Wouldn't put it past the game.
I'd better get back to the quest.
The quest for glory. What one's this one? Oh, it's this place.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
Thanks for
that
your help,
didn't do
Andre.
much.
You're welcome.
Look at that to buy me looking at music to buy today. One band is offering the CD plus unlimited downloads for $9. The download alone is $10. Sounds like a good idea to me. Free CD, well, get a CD for and pay $1 less. Did I miss something? Possibly. Ah, $5 shipping, no. Ah, that's where to get you.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
I don't think I have anything.
I didn't have to.
Okay, now I'm a little bit stumped of what we do next. So still can't go down the sewer yet because that guy there is still sozzled as fuck of his Sauvignon Blanc. Is Russo here yet? Can I do anything?
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Nope. Still want
See
to
you
talk
later,
about the same fucking things. Back at Nico's apartment.
Hello, George.
Let's take a...
So...
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will... There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
Let's show the chalice.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger. She's one prawn short of a paella.
The Countess is a fine lady. You shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother. Do you think the...
I don't... Besides...
He was... He... Just how long...
Andre, he helped me out when I was a fresh air. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was
Oh, yeah,
just
sounds good.
a working acquaintance.
No, I've had enough food today, I think, still. I'm still kind of full from dinner.
A little less air at the front, perhaps. I'd forgotten how much fun he could be.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
There's not much
I'd
else
better
I
get
can
back to
talk
the
to her
quest.
about. The quest for glory. Oh, we can only stay in France at the moment. Maybe he knows about the
Hi, Andre.
the matchbox thingamabob.
Hello,
Matchbook.
Georgie. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Where is it?
Somewhere in what used to be called Persia. I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I have shows America as an English colony.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Okay,
Thanks
we can't. It
for
was
your
in
help.
Persia somewhere. We're not quite sure where yet. So I got a feeling. I don't think we got. No, we didn't get a definite answer of where to go. I wonder if the old dude knows anything.
Excuse me, officer. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Oh, that was helpful.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were and hanged.
Boy,
No.
Shouldn't you be off?
You have.
Yeah.
Which?
Why do we get to talk about the same things?
What does this chalice suggest to you?
Wine.
Wine.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
See if we can at least get to the next area. I wonder if Nico has some idea.
Hello, George.
Did I show you this matchbook?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh. Not gonna tell me much though, are you?
I'd better get back to the quest.
Nothing there. This guy's still here standing.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Okay, I can't seem to do much with him, unfortunately. Nope.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. I decided I'd had enough of messing with that.
Can we open the...
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Oh, that's a very pleasant image.
There was nothing of interest.
Can I use my sewer key again? Apparently I can.
I lifted the cover to reveal what...
I can go back down in the sewer. I don't know why. Doesn't seem like there's any other way I can go. Yes, I think gonna have to call it soon. I just want to know, how the fuck do I get to the next place? Because that guy wasn't much. There's nothing at the police station. Nothing at the apartment. Nothing at the cafe. I can't seem to figure out what to do at that place.
No, monsieur. No et no. Okay, okay.
Nope. Okay. We can make it swing side to side.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
Okay, I'm kind of stumped on where to go next.
Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome.
The chalice is now time to follow a lead from Ireland and explore the whatever that, how you pronounce that. So we need to explore this a little bit further. But what we need to do, I'm not entirely sure.
I didn't have...
I don't want to go that way. Oh, George, will you hurry up? I'm just going to walk at a snail's pace everywhere. God damn it. Maybe the chalice goes in the statue?
A knight. Biblical, I guess.
It's the only thing I can think of that we can do. Oh, seriously, no. No.
On the end of the stack, around the...
Nope.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. Somehow, it looked more modern than its neighbor.
Maybe it got bombed or something during the war? Possibly, but it says to explore here, but I'm not quite sure what it wants me to do. I kind of got a feel I gotta get this guy drunk enough or something to make him move away so we can go into the sewer part. But I don't have anything.
Excuse me.
No, he's just going to talk about the same things over and over and over again.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Yes, we know you're pretty sozzled, but how the fuck do we get you to leave or pass out sozzled? This is something at Nico's apartment or something. Try the cafe bit again. Maybe there's some wine somewhere. Nope. I doubt there's anything we need to use the phone over. Nope. No one we could call. I'm completely stumped what it wants us to do. I can't, there's no detective in there. I got a feeling that he's going to say the same things.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Maybe not. What do you think of this chalice, Sergeant?
Not much.
Not much.
It's over 600 years old.
It looks it. I wouldn't drink from that rusty old thing if I was you.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you, Sergeant?
That's a double-lined Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip. Now, that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare, then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila, and Slough.
Okay, that might have given us something.
See you later, Sergeant.
Did that actually give us something? Not quite, but we know Manila. Was Manila part of the,
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. Thanks for your help, Andre. You're welcome.
I really, really, really want to get to the next area.
Hello, George.
She can't tell us anything either. Oh, fuck you, game.
I'd better get back to the quest. It was just some Sergeant Moo.
Yes.
There's nothing there else I can
See
give
you later,
him.
Sergeant.
We might have to call it here in a sec. So I can't seem to do anything with him. I must be missing something, but what? I ain't got a clue. Let's just save at the museum. More alcohol, but where do we get the alcohol from? Because I can't seem to buy it. Because it tells us to go here.
Excuse me. What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
No, we don't want to see your boogers.
No.
Then please put yours away.
Okay, that's kind of fair.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! There!
It is. Have you seen this man before?
No.
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh!
Is that all you can say? Oh!
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
We gotta get rid of this guy somehow, but
I
how?
once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list.
Nope. Can't use that there. Nope, can't use that there. Alright. I'm kind of stuck, so I'm gonna have to think on this. Otherwise, we might have to consult the walkthrough, because fuck knows what it wants me to do. It's been pretty good indications of where to go or what to do up until now, but yeah. Where do I go? How far have we got into the game so far? We gotta be over 50% by now. 15, is that 59? I think that's 59. I think I'm gonna look up the walkthrough and just see what the fuck it wants us to do. Because I'm not entirely sure what it wants us to do. Yeah, we've been through that. Oh. Okay. Because I have no idea what it wants us to do. Apparently we're meant to show something to the guy at the museum. Which doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. So apparently we're meant to show him the photo of Khan.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No.
Huh?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's what the walkthrough told us to do, and I got a feeling that was a complete load of bullcrap. I just want to get to the next area. Because then we can start off afresh there. We got past Hotel Uwu. We got past Island. Done the hotel. Why are you just shrugging your head? What? It's like,
Hi, Andre.
I'm gonna shrug. I'm gonna shrug.
Hello, Georgie. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Why are you just shrugging? What?
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
What?
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me.
If you don't figure this out,
I
you'll suffer
can't
the
wait
wrath
to
of
get
Khan.
home
Oh
and put
god.
my feet up.
Oh dear.
See you tomorrow.
But
Good night.
what?
Monsieur.
The guard told us off for doing that. And now he sees us quite clearly doing it, and he's like, oh, no problem.
Quit fooling around, you moron. Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight. What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Oh. Oh. We get hit on the head with a fish. And then we pass out. And then, what? Is Zorro come to save us?
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the
Come
whole
on, San Diego
I
Games.
don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. We've got the tripod.
Okay.
I'd better get back to the quest.
We got the tripod. What's our notes telling us now? Okay, now this has changed. Why have I got a feeling I've got to do this?
Hey, you with the balls.
You with the balls.
We? Look, a red nose.
How you say? Whoop-de-doo.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No, I am a jongleur.
A what?
Jungler? What's that?
Mon Dieu. A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
We got him to throw his balls about.
That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
Probably pretty difficult. Yep, there we
A lot
go.
more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not. Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, their last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burned on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
You read on the board as well.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I wonder if we can use the tripod on the statue thing. I kind of wonder. Got a feeling it's wrong. Nope, that's wrong. I want to get to the next area. That's my main goal.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
No, if so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red nose.
Ah,
No. For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
Okay, that
Catch you
didn't
later.
work.
au revoir, monsieur.
Does the drunken dude have anything new to say? He's speaking
Excuse
Spanish
me,
he can
officer.
read, yes.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Yeah, George
I
is
look
pretty
like
much
a
a
clown?
clown.
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing, and not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point. So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
I'll see you around.
Oui,
Okay.
monsieur. I'll be there.
The nose thing seemed to be pretty much correct, but we gotta wear the nose first.
Hi again.
Oui?
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps.
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on
Talking about balls
completing your
again.
humiliation, monsieur.
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
A red nose.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
He collected his balls, or what he has left of them.
and left in a fury.
And now we get the red
Hey!
ball.
You forgot one of your balls. Hey! But he didn't hear.
You should not
Better
leave your
still,
balls
deprived
behind.
of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Oh, there we go. Now he's fucked off. Finally. Now. Bye-bye, everybody. I hope you don't mind. I'm going into the sewer. Okay, that's interesting. So what's this about?
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templiers.
Templars.
And something about innocence. My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand. Maybe.
Okay, we got a picture of gallows now and some kind of skull thing.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked. The door was a handsome piece of work.
Okay, did we enter the castle of Resident Evil 4? Oh dear. Doesn't seem to be anything much else we can do there.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
What do I have in my inventory that can help?
There were 3 arches, each with an inscription. My medieval French, maybe. The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templiers and something about innocence.
Can we use the tool to knock them through?
It was time for some brutal destruction. Hey, that's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site.
Oh, okay.
If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this. There was some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Okay, now we gotta get the hook by the looks of it.
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap.
Oh, there we go. I thought we just had to use it on the hole.
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
Okay, I guess we gotta go this way.
At the bottom of the steps, I could see a glow. I could hear voices from the lit area. It seemed a good moment to be cautious.
Oh, we got a whole thing here. Okay.
In the beginning was the end.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to
Of
our
course it's a cult.
enemies
Yeah.
heralds our new day.
It's always a cult.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time
The pattern is emerging.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence and our machinations. Professor, where is the broken sword?
Oh, name drop.
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors...
Hold on. These are the Templars?
Yeah, they don't look
must
like
have left
much.
a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
Oh, the guy with the scar, an assassin.
He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results, not petty bickering, not excuses. Now,
Nights with special women is where the money is going.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present. Ha! But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Yeah.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
Okay, we're going to Syria.
Assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become the Princess of this world.
So you don't want to be princes of the universe? Can I go down here? I guess I can.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle. Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
Oh, I see what we gotta do here. Okay. Tripod.
The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
And then the gem.
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter.
Marib?
Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Okay, back at Nico's.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription.
I discovered this, which was pretty blatant.
A beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Then the Neo-Templars are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
Oh, there we go. Now we can go to Syria. A few hours later, again. Okay, now we're in Syria. Okay. Oh, and Tali comes in just as I'm about to finish.